Assalamu alaikum. This is macroeconomic course directed to first year, and this is the last topic in part 1, the simple spending multiplier. Our starting point here is a circular flow of income in a closed economy without government. Remember that circular flow of income and spending, there is household sector and business sector. Household sectors own factors of production, earn income. This is income, part of it spends inside the economy, and this spending is considered an income for the other sector. So the initial spending generates income. The initial spending by household sector generates income for the other sector, for business sector, and business sectors made another spending, which is investment spending, and this would generate more income, and more income also part of it will be spent and part of it will be saved, and so on. So here in a circular flow of income, money that is earned, it will move from one person to another person, and most of it gets spent again, not just once but many times, which is mean that small increases in spending from consumers or producers in the form of investment will have a multiplier effect on national income. It is the concept of multiplier. So what's meant by multiplier? It is a final change in equilibrium national income resulting from 1 unit change in spending inside the economy. That's why we call it spending multiplier, because it relates to spending. So we want to know what would happen to the national income if autonomous spending a change inside the economy. If the autonomous spending increase, what will happen to the equilibrium national income? How to get the value of multiplier, how we calculate it? We started by the equilibrium position inside the closed economy without government, when aggregate expenditures equal national income. Aggregate expenditures consist of consumption and autonomous investment. Okay, A plus I, which is autonomous aggregate expenditures, we write it AE naught plus BY, B which is the slope of the AE function, which represents margin propensity to consume, MPC. Thereby, we will finally get the change in Y over a change in aggregate expenditure, or autonomous aggregate expenditures, equal 1 over 1 minus B. What does it mean? It is the formula of simple spending multiplier, refers to the change or the final change in equilibrium national income resulting from change in autonomous spending by 1 unit. Again, simple multiplier K refers to the final change in equilibrium national income resulting from 1 unit change in autonomous spending inside the economy. It equals to 1 over 1 minus B. It relates to the MPC. It relates to the way that people direct their spending to consumption. Again, the value of multiplier K equals 1 over 1 minus B, or 1 over MBS, margin propensity to save, which means that the value of multiplier is affected by the margin propensity to consume and margin propensity to save. How? By thinking this example, we will understand. Suppose that the MPC in a given economy equals 0.8. What does it mean? It means that for any increase in income, household sector will direct 0.8 of this income to consumption, and the rest will be saved. When we calculate the value of multiplier in this case, we will divide 1 over 1 minus b, which equals 5. What does 5 mean? It means that for any increase in autonomous spending by 1 unit, national income would increase by 5 monetary units. Again, for any increase in autonomous spending by 1 monetary unit, equilibrium national income would increase by 5 monetary units. Another case, consider that MBC equals 0.5. When we calculate the value of multiplier, we will find it equals 2. What is the difference between the two cases? Why the value of multiplier in first case is greater than the value of multiplier in second case? The difference is that the amount that people consume is different in two cases. When MBC is high, the value of multiplier will be greater. So the higher the value of MBC, the higher the value of multiplier. The lower the value of MBS, the higher the value of multiplier. Now let's take another example. We are given MBC equals 0.6. When we calculate the equilibrium national income, we found it equal 150. Now it is given that investment increases by $20. The value of multiplier and how it affects, how this increase in investments affects the value of equilibrium national income. If the increase in investments increase equilibrium national income or decrease it, how can I know? I can know from the value of multiplier. We have to calculate the value of multiplier. How to calculate the value of multiplier? We divide 1 over 1 minus b. 1 over 0.4 equals 2.5. What does it mean, 2.5? It means that when investment increase by $1, equilibrium national income would increase by $2.5. In our case, investment increases by $20. In this case, equilibrium national income is changed by 20 times 2.5 equals $50. In order to get the new equilibrium national income, we will add the 50 plus 150 and we get the new equilibrium national income, which is equal $200. Now, how can we show our results graphically? Show graphically the effect of increased investment or autonomous investment on the equilibrium national income. Our starting point is at E0, where 45 degrees line intersect with aggregate expenditure line. Now investment increase. This will cause aggregate expenditure line to shift upward to AE1 and the new equilibrium will be at E1. The vertical distance between AE and AE1, this vertical distance represents the change in autonomous investment, which is positive change, equals to 20 monetary units. This increase in investment will cause aggregate expenditure line to shift upward and will cause equilibrium national income to increase from 150 to 200. This the change in equilibrium national income. From this graph, how can we calculate the value of multiplier? There is another rules. We get the first rule in calculating the value of multiplier equals 1 over 1 minus b. We can from this graph calculate the value of multiplier and we get the same solution. Multiplier refers to the final change in equilibrium national income resulting from a change in autonomous spending by 1 unit. So when we divide 50, which is a change in Y, over 20, which is change in I, in autonomous in spending, we will get the value of multiplier, which is 2.5. Again, the other rule for calculating the value of simple spending multiplier is to divide the change in equilibrium national income, change in Y, over the change in I, change in autonomous spending. 50 over 20, and we will get the value of simple multiplier. This is the end of part 1. If you have any questions or comments, please write it and I will answer it. Good luck.